He's got
Well
about 15k saved up, monthly income of around 2k, but he's looking to stop what he's been doing in the past and go legit soon.
Okay, so we know what's going
Yeah.
on. Okay.
So, do you have any advice on what I should do or how I should invest?
The best thing you can do at your age right now is invest in yourself, and you're doing that to go on your electrician course, in my opinion. I'm not going to tell you to not do what you're doing on the roads, because I'm not your dad or your financial advisor. I don't know what debts you got or who you owe money to, but I will say to you that it's called a trap for a reason. And unfortunately, when you get trapped in that lifestyle, it's hard to get out of it. I'll say, and someone might be upset with this advice. If you can be hands off, be hands off. It might mean you make less money, but you're less likely to get caught. I know you're going to put somebody else in the lurch, but unfortunately, that's just the game. So, my advice to you is if you can completely come off the roads, do it. I'm not your dad. I've done bad things when I was younger, so I'm not going to sit here like some hypocrite. I don't know your financial situation. But I will say this is that most people who are making money in that game, they get caught at some point. And that £2,000 a month you said you're making from the roads, you can get a job. Obviously the hours are going to be more. That's the different people don't understand is when someone says, oh, but you might as well get a day job. Sometimes you only have to do maybe 2-3 hours a day to make that £200 profit. So it's not the same equivalent when someone says you've got to do the maths of the hours. Yeah, exactly. So, but I'll say if you can be hands off, be hands off. If you can stop completely, because the likelihood is at some point you might go jail.
So if you was doing like a assessment of his financial position and where he's at, so he's 17, he's got 15k, and he's
done
got
very well.
2k month cash flow. Let's just call it ways. He's got 2k month. So is that's not the average
Oh, but
17-year-old?
Hell no.
Okay.
I was even checking now on my phone.
Buy 2 cars and put it on thingy. 2 row.
The average
You might make back.
savings.
You might make back about 2 and a bit a month.
And it's fairly hands off.
Yeah.
With like 10 out. Yeah.
You might make back about 2 a bit. Maybe 1.5, but at least you can scale up, innit?
I know we can't use averages. I hate using averages and medians, but under 25, the average savings is £2,500 for someone who's under 25. Between 25 and 34, it's 5 bags.
Yeah. So he's well.
But people don't have money.
Yeah, he's well ahead. Okay.
15k.
Yeah.
Do you know my 15k is? That's 17.
Yeah, it's good.
He's made his money to come off the road.
I didn't want to say it to him. I thought let me ask you lot.
But it's just jail.
Yeah.
You start again. If he goes jail and they find the money, the 15k is gone. You got to start from scratch again. Now you're going to do maybe what? Let's say they give him a 3 do 1.5 or 4 do 2, or maybe if it's weed it's maybe 2 do 1 or something. I don't know the time frame.
Yeah.
You're starting again from zero. That's my biggest problem with it. It's not. But I'm not going to sit and I'm not going to sit.
So his legitimate 15k. So if you have 15k in your bank at 17, there's no urgency to scale a business as fast as you can.
Just do your
I'm
training.
gonna say. So do his training. So finish his electrician course.
Yeah.
So what would you suggest him to do with his money? Should he leave it?
Invest in being an electrician. Start buying his equipment.
Okay. So more equipment.
Yeah.
More courses, more certificates in his trade.
Because
Okay.
he's gonna need a lot of tools to be an electrician.
Okay.
So that 15k will buy him his tools.
Okay.
He might buy him a little van.
Okay.
Go and do your driving license.
Okay.
Invest in yourself.
Okay.
That's the best investment you can do at your age right now. Is go and invest in yourself. Go and get yourself a little van. Go and buy your equipment that you need. And that's it. Don't go and squander. Don't go and buy a stupid car for 10-15 bags. Like there's my neighbor called no, I won't say his name because people know where he lives. So my neighbor, he's 24, 5 I believe. He bought a van instead of buying a car to go and do deliveries and do removals and do waste clearances. When he goes on dates, he puts girls in his van. If you don't want to jump in my van, that's fine. Like at this age, invest in yourself. And the biggest problem with us is that all we care about is women when we're young. Gad.
The business that Gable just mentioned, he might end up making like 4-5 a month. Easy. So now that 15k is turned into 4-5 a month.
What is that with the van or with the electrician?
With the van.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Removals. There's a lot of money in removals still. Then what else? He's at an age that he can afford to risk learning on e-com and stuff like that.
I think
Does he live at home?
Yeah, it is on.
There you go.
I think for me at 17, I'll say don't take too many risks financially. I'll say if he knows e-commerce and can do it and he can make money from it, but I tell you what my mistake I made, even as an adult in COVID, I jumped on the bandwagon of crypto and all of that. I didn't study it enough, so I lost money. it's easy to lose money. He might go and buy the wrong e-commerce products and no one's buying
It's
it.
a joke though. But if you held on to what you thought you lost, you'd be in a profit right now.
No, but I see what my problem is. I was doing spec breading. So
Yeah.
mine wasn't actually buying the stocks, it was a spec breading. So the way it goes is that you make huge amounts if you win, but when you lose, the negative is so bad that you can't even top it up. So yeah, I sold it. I've learned from my mistakes, but I would advise him to just stick to what he knows. If you can come off the roads, please come off the roads. If you can't, be hands off. I know it sounds bad because you're passing the problem to somebody else. It's life. And go and invest in yourself.
You know, I lost all my Doge.
What do you mean? How?
That company, Bitrex, they collapsed. But I didn't know when the last date was to clear out. I remember, like, it's mad because remember when I showed you that when my Doge went up to like 8 grand?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's chilling. I don't know why I took it. I didn't take it out. I bought it for like £20, but I didn't care in it.
It went up to 8 grand.
It went up to 8 grand, and I left it, and it crashed back down, and it went down to like maybe like a grand. But I still left it in there. I didn't care, because my thing was, if it goes up, it'll go down. If it goes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I thought that eventually it's gonna, one day, maybe
I
like 25, 30 years,
Yeah.
hit something stupid, and I could cash out. So I didn't really care because I was like, oh, I was only using 20. But no, I can't even lie to you. It's a burn still.
I've done a few
when
things
it was
like
8
that.
grand.
Yeah.
How much have you lost in your life, all in? Let's do a mathematical equation.
Don't do that to me.
No, I'll give mine too. What do you say you've lost? So talk about cars, of that depreciation, like business that's gone wrong.
Bro, I've lost a lot of money, man.
Over 100 bags?
Past that. I've lost a lot of money.
Losses for the little things you're doing on the road that you shouldn't be doing.
Lost a lot of money, man.
Put a figure on it.
Bro, I don't want to think about it. Like, it's gonna be depression. I don't want to think about it.
Yeah, but for the content, man. For the your depression can be someone else's. You can save someone.
No.
No, you don't wanna.
How much of that could have been avoided?
Huh?
How much of that could have been avoided?
Probably most
A
of
lot.
it.
Yeah, most of it.
Probably most of it.
But I take risks.
Okay.
Yeah, I take
But
risks.
you could argue, and like I know it doesn't like make it any better, but like what you've learned from the mistakes that you've made will benefit you over the long term. So like you won't make them same mistakes again.
No.
Yeah.
No. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you could argue if you didn't make the mistakes early for the money that you lost, in 10 years from now you could make that same mistake but for a lot more money. So there is that element of it.
Yeah.
There's 25-year-olds that you know,
Yeah.
roughly. I know you can only go by your circle.
Yeah.
So if you look at your peers,
Yeah.
how many of your peers own a home?
None.
Okay. How many of your peers would you say are? I know you don't know their salaries. How many of your peers would you say are earning over 50k a year in one job?
Only one of them.
Okay. And how many of your peers live by themselves, and not council,
No.
private renting?
None of them. We're all at home.
So I mean, though, it's this illusion that everyone's doing great.
It's for them. It's by choice though. But like, cause they could. But I don't know. My circle's not a good reflection of like the outside world and.
Okay. But
know what I mean?
I know, but just using your circle.
Yeah. So yeah, no, they all do quite well. Like I think so. Let's say there's 3 of them. Two of them are engineers. So one does engineering for a bus company.
Okay.
So he's moving on to the next job now. One of them does engineering for TFL, and then another one does I believe like accounting and stuff for the council, something like that.
Okay.
But they